Now, Wednesday, we'll see the birth of Cape Town Stockholm Connect. The initiative seeks to twin the birthplace of fast-growing tech companies like Skype and Spotify and the Africa's own technological capital. The benefits are expected to be as numerous as they are diverse. Joining us now to explain what this Connect is going to be about is Sweden's ambassador to South Africa, Kan Juholt. Your Excellency, good evening and thank you very much for your time.
Good evening, Thabo. You know that Sweden for so many years had been ranked among the most prominent countries in the world when it comes to innovation and also labor rights and growth. So we can combine those things. And at the same time, we realize that Stockholm and, of course, the beautiful city of Cape Town are two hubs with extremely tremendous, successful, high-tech companies. Now we bring them together for the first time.
What will this meeting point really bring or provide for those who will be participating?
Well, you know, this is very business-orientated. So the outcome will, of course, be a business. We will do business. But we meet as equals because we share the same values and we look upon each other as equals. So when we meet in this Stockholm Cape Town Connect, we will meet with speakers, there will be webinars, there will be seminars, there will be discussion, workshops, focus, exchanging ideas, values, but also how to grow together better and exchange ideas and views. So we are bringing the two countries of Sweden and South Africa together when it comes to high-tech companies.
Yeah. There's clear recognition through the platform that there is a gap that needs to be explored in both countries as far as understanding each other's environment. So what does Stockholm hope to learn by coming to Cape Town?
Of course, we must know the circumstances here, the conditions for startup companies, and what lack of knowledge is needed, what lack of knowledge do we need in Sweden? What kind of knowledge do we need more of in Sweden? So this is business exchange between investors, companies, innovative organizations, institutions. Everyone involved in innovation and high tech will meet for a full day to exchange views and ideas and see how we can learn from each other and be better. Because all around the world, there are so many countries and so many companies that don't care about labor rights, democracy, and we share the same values, Sweden and South Africa. So we are so concerned that we can do more, and we're so convinced that we will do more together.
Now, Ambassador, you're saying it's time to intensify the business exchange between Stockholm and Cape Town. What is the degree or the level to which the two countries are trading at the moment, and how do we take that to the next level?
Well, there is a lot, most focusing on, of course, on industry, mining. But last week we had a seminar on how to increase the export from South Africa to Sweden when it comes to agriculture products. So we had a matchmaking between producers of agriculture products in South Africa. They met with importers in Stockholm and see if they could matchmake, and they did. So we look upon the embassy as a bridge between the two countries and the two peoples. We have done so much together in the history, and we can do so much more together in the future. So this is a bridge where we learn from each other, listen to each other, and strengthen each other, both when it comes to politics, but also business.
Now, of course, we are globally now dealing with the situation of the pandemic and how that has limited and constrained economies. But even before the pandemic, South Africa was talking of economic growth and what it is that we need to do to grow the economy, but most importantly, to deal with our 30% unemployment rate, so create jobs. How does this opportunity speak exactly to that, growth and job opportunities?
It's due to history, the front runners, the ones who are in the front when it comes to new technology steps and giant steps into the future. They are the winners. So we will be there in the front together. And that will also create job, that will create business, that will create growth, and also, of course, make it better places for our citizens to live, make the world better. All this kind of innovation that are aiming for tomorrow, it is actually what we need to do more together, because we can't live off what we did in the past. we must live on what we will do for tomorrow. So this is a way to connect people, business, firms, companies, individuals that have their aim to tomorrow's technology. And we all, you and I, will have so much comfort and so much fun with those new technologies that we don't know exist today when we are talking. That's why they will meet in this seminar, talking about tomorrow.
Talk about that seminar then. Who are some of the names we can expect on the panel of guests from South Africa as well as from Stockholm that will be participating?
Yes, I have the panelists here, and we have Dr. Sumari Roth, the chairperson of the Silicon Cape Initiative. And from Stockholm, there will be also speakers from the Skype and Spotify and other very high-tech firms. And then we have the Cape Town company SeaMonster, the director of that local startup will also be a speaker. So that will be a mix of South African and Swedish speakers, because the whole thing is that we will learn from each other, exchange ideas, values, exchange views on what we can do better together. Because in this global world, so many countries and companies are competing. So for me as a Swedish ambassador, I think it's important that we are focusing to the ones that we share the values with. I mean, you can achieve growth without caring about democracy, human rights, gender equality. But South Africa and Sweden, we share the same values. So that's why we should do more together.
And those, Ambassador, with individual requests, but also those who just want to be a part of this and participate in some form and make a contribution, where do they go and where will they get that information?
This will be a web-based Cape Stockholm Connect, a web-based seminar, and everyone that's interested will be able to take part in this. And the embassy is the organizer, and it will be probably a huge audience. I'm so convinced. But of course, the most important are the participants from different companies and firms. So they are the target group here. So if you are a high-tech company in South Africa somewhere that would like to reach out to Sweden, exchange ideas, views, values, know from each other, please contact the embassy, and maybe we also make it possible to have some sort of matchmaking. The whole idea is that we do a very professional matchmaking during this conference.
Ambassador Juholt, appreciate your time. Thank you very much for joining us tonight as the ambassador to South Africa, rather the Swedish ambassador to South Africa, Håkan Juholt, talking about this meeting point, a platform which has been created, launching on Wednesday, called Cape Town Stockholm Connect.